are you up to today?
I put a piece of pegboard on the back porch and trying to organize all my stuff that was on the wall.
Cool. That'll look good. Cold?
It's a little chill. I can go out there and show you.
I'm not going out in that.
Well, I mean, I can go out with the camera.
Oh, okay.
I'm not completely done yet, but I had a 2 foot by 4 foot piece of pegboard, and this wall just had all kinds of nails and stuff in it. So I'm kind of close. So I've been trying to organize things and get them separated and that sort of thing. Got my paint brushes all on the line and my putty knives on one peg, and trying to keep my plumbing and that kind of stuff separated. I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to decide which way to do it, but I'm gaining on it. But that's what I did today.
Hi everybody, how are you doing? I'm going to try something here. And then I've got some updates later, so don't go away. I saw this on 5 Minute Crafts. It's a channel on YouTube. And I've been watching it, and some of the stuff they do is really cool, and I want to give it a try. And I have seen this done before on a TV show years ago about this guy. They called him the Rose guy, but he was just able to regrow roses, and this is kind of how he did it. So we're going to see how well this works, and I'm hoping I get a rose bush. Okay, hoping this will show up. Here's the rose. Okay, it's a cut rose, but what they did, I'm using this pot. It's got dirt in it. It needs some fresh dirt, but it's cold, so I'm not going to go out and get it. I cut off the top, and I'm going to cut off the bottom so it gets some. And you just simply put it in the soil. Give it some water. Now, Joe said give it some 7-Up, but I'm a little leery of that. But, I don't know, that scissors cut it just a little rough. It's got a kind of serrated edge. Oh, that didn't help. Anyway, it sure opens up that. It should be able to take in those nutrients. I'm a little reluctant, but Joe says if I put 7-Up, it makes it last longer. Now, I don't know if that'll work as a fertilizer, so I don't know. I might just give it a try, and we'll see what happens, but it's going to take a while. So, hold on. I'll be back with the 7-Up. I have heard about using, like, leftover coffee and leftover tea and stuff. I'm not going to put much in here. I'm going to put it kind of on the outside. We'll see what happens. I'm chicken. So we're going to see what happens with this rose stick. And I'm hoping I'll get a rose bush to plant in my backyard. If not, I'll buy a rose bush to plant in my backyard. So I'll see you in the other room in a minute. You can see the stick there, I hope. There it is. It's just a stick. I opened the window a little to get more light on it. It's kind of a dull day because we do have snow on the ground. It's pretty cold, and it's bound to be that way for a few days, and then we'll get more spring-like weather again. But I'll show you. Looks like the sun's starting to melt it away. But yes, we've got some snow. We need moisture here so bad. We are in a big drought. So these flowers here were sent down to us for my sister and I that go to the church in Beatrice. And so they sent us each a plant. And it is a plant because I checked down and it's got soil. I don't know about the sunflowers, but if the plant lives, that's going to make me very happy. So anyway, updates. It was a very nice service for the funeral. We had 2 ministers for kind of a small, well, it's a big building, but it's a small church. But there must have been half the town there. I'm sure not, but there were quite a few. And we have a large family. Just our grandchildren alone, and then my aunts and their families and some of my cousins were there, as well as townspeople. And the one, he'd known my family for a long time, and so he gave some funny stories and read a poem that I had written. And the other minister, he had known Dad before Dad went in the nursing home. He's the current minister. And he was telling about some things about how Dad encouraged him. He's young. And it seems the church has revitalized. So that makes me very happy. And he gave a very good sermon. Not a long, drawn-out sermon, but a very nice message. And I sat by my mother. She's in a wheelchair, so I was on the corner. I was using a wheelchair most of the time. And so I was sitting on the corner, and she was sitting beside me, and she knew exactly what was going on. She has advanced Alzheimer's or dementia, and she's been going through it for a long time, but she's always known where Dad was. And they've shared a room at the nursing home for quite some time. I was a little worried about her. She was sad. She knew what was going on. She sobs more than she, outright cries. And so I would dab her eyes every little bit. And she welcomed my caresses, which was very, very comforting to both of us. They did a salute for his service. The first volley of, I think they call it a volley, of shots from the salute, I really wasn't prepared for it at the moment, and I think all of us jumped a little, and they presented the flag to Mom. So it was a very comforting and uplifting service, and they paid a lot of honor to my father, and I just think all of us were really, really happy about that. Dad wasn't I wouldn't call him a proud man. He was pretty much humble, but he could be a joker at times too. And he took pride in what he did. That doesn't make him a proud, not the kind of pride that cometh before a fall. It's just the pride in the work he did and in his family. So anyway, I had gone through, my kind of part of the whole thing was to go through and find pictures and gather pictures to send to email to we uploaded them to a link for the nursing home, and they made a presentation for the visiting that we did the night before. I was a little concerned for my mother. I called yesterday, and she's doing amazingly well. She seems to be adjusting. They said she ate very well. They've been giving her a lot of love and hugs and stuff, so she's being comforted very well. The staff there just love my parents and love my mom. And so, but she was alert the whole time during the service. I was just glad that she was eating well. So anyway, Joe went and got me a new photo album because when I was going through, we've still got this this big old cube. It's the one that these flowers are sitting on. That cube is just full of pictures, or about half full of pictures. And so we realized that we really do need to put more of them in albums. And so he got me a new album. Final update, Carrie, Carla Sherman's daughter. Some of you newer ones won't remember her, but most of you older ones will remember. And she's doing pretty well. She's still in the nursing home, and Carrie said she thought maybe she was getting some cabin fever. Not nursing home, she's in the rehab hospital. And she's slowly improving, but she's still trying to get her phone. The problem is that she can't see the screen very well. And I think that's the biggest part of her frustration. And so she's trying to find one that will work better for her. So I wanted to kind of give you some updates and just let you see how we're doing. I've had my cries. I don't know that I'm done, but for now I've had my cries. I know where my father is. I know he is very happy to be there. And so but he is in heaven with his Lord, our Lord, and he's very, very happy and healthy and not a tear in his eyes. So we're happy to know that and take comfort in it. So we'll see you again probably tomorrow. I'm kind of taking it day by day right now, but I think we will probably see you again tomorrow. Maybe I'll be back in my craft room. And I'm just so thrilled that Joe is taking part now. He went back out on the porch, so he's back out there doing his thing. So I'll say goodbye, and we'll see you tomorrow.